As I ponder on my good fortune in time of great hardship, having become a somewhat permanent guest at Turkana Farms, I sense how little my own will controls my reality. Yes, I am a lucky man. Far away from the feared city, cozily sheltered in the Hudson Valley, I share space and spend time with warm, caring, and generous people. I feel that the animals have also welcomed me. They have gotten used to my presence and with bleats, clucks, and grunts tolerated my clumsy handling of the chores done to attend to their daily needs. I don't understand them as well as they understand me, it seems, but it doesn't matter. Our interactions, nonetheless, give a heartfelt purpose to my life, and we, together, contribute to put in order the beauty of this planet. That is simple, and that is love. Last week, I was invited to share my New York pandemic experience with the readers of La Presse, a Montreal newspaper. I was one of the 5 Quebecers to do so, having had been a resident of New York since the early 90s. Apparently, the story struck a chord with the readers, especially the part in which I described my exodus from New York City. They had heard about this phenomenon and the collateral effects that city people like me were creating in rural communities. I assume that in assessing their own fears, they may have read my escape as selfish, petty, or reckless. I hope they were also able to read my concerns, my tiraillement, and my overall gratitude. The article reached many members of my extended family and friends across Canada, giving them good news on my health and security. Relieved that I was with friends and away from the hot spot that became New York City. They couldn't wish me a better place to be than the farm of my friend Mark. Only few of the folks in Germantown know that I'm here. They have been angel without knowing. The town workers, the grocers at local stores, the farmers, all providing services relentlessly, diligently, and without much hesitation. Our long walks beyond Lasher Avenue have offered us great solace, but it is the waving from the very rare passing cars that energized us the most. Often anonymous, sometimes without a clear picture of the people, the gentle waving of hands through the car windows presents a community in solidarity, neighbors who look after one another in its simplest but most effective expressions. With its people, the draw of this town is its bucolic setting, a precious nook of Columbia County with boundless farmlands and spectacular views. It is like looking at masterpieces from landscape painters, and that helps me keep my cool and peace. It gives me also great existential comfort, realizing that I may just be one of the small points in one of those landscapes. I cherish my time at Turkana Farms. I love the smells, the sounds, and the rhythm. The days follow a unique cadence dictated by the animals. I go from stillness to action in a heartbeat. I have nominated myself as the poulailler master, feeding the chickens and collecting the eggs. I watch the eggs like they were Fabergé and place them in containers as gems in Cartier écrin. My conversations with the chickens, I admit, have condescending undertones, but they don't seem to care. They just want to perform their sassy dance around me. Troy and Mark are the bosses when it comes to the lambs, and I am the helper. I nonetheless relish giving them, the lambs of course, the special collation they are so craving. Their their excitement over that feed gives me a strange sense of belonging, a shepherd in training, so to speak. And then there are the pigs, masters on their own, with their overbearing presence, making us servants for the most part, and making me particularly careful to preserve table scraps as perfect triage translates to their most pleasant delight. This is my reality for the time being, living in a farm and contributing to its operations a little bit, sharing sweet moments with Mark, Troy, and Victoria, experiencing my first Seder meal and preparing for the quiet Easter, potlucking dinners, and getting acquainted with the dog Esperanza, whose generous affection brings the most effective cure to desolation.
Agriculture is underwritten by Turkana Farms, LLC, a small-scale producer of heritage-bred livestock and a wide array of vegetables and berries on just over 39 acres in Germantown, New York. More information, 518-537-3815.